said the coldest she ever been is here.
Yes, for sure.
So why you come back?
Because, come on, it's the vibe, it's the people, it's the everything. And what I would say is the best roti I've ever had outside of Trinidad and Tobago was here. So, come on. That night when Power brought us that shrimp roti in the middle of the cold, I was like, that changed my life.
Big up DJ Power. Two things him know: music and food. Here we have Roy Woods and Nailah Blackman in Toronto with CHUM, and it's a big occasion because we're celebrating a collaboration. All right, so big up to Una for getting together like this. I feel like, and don't get mad at me for saying this, but I feel like I'm looking at like the new Ja Rule and Ashanti type of rollout. It's like hits after hits, and you both bring very cool things to the collaboration. Both of you are singers, both of you are writers, but you both hail from different ends of the genre spectrum.
Yeah.
You know, Roy Woods being the hip hop man of Toronto and Nailah Blackman being a soca mainstay, dare I say legend. You know, let's talk about Feels Like Love, the new song. What really sparked this collaboration, this connection?
Well, one, I wanted somebody to touch this track that has that love in their voice. You know, if it feels like love, it had to sound like love too. And his voice is literally like butter for me. I've always been in love with his tone, his style and everything, and I just need somebody to complement that. So I was like, yo, when I heard the possibility of us linking up, I was like, nah, make it happen. I was here last year for Caravana, and that's when we made the link.
Roy, you hear that? Cocoa Butter said you sound like butter.
She got me blushing. What you talking about?
That's a major endorsement.
Hey, listen, I'm very happy and very honored to even work with a legend like her. You know, it's been a beautiful journey. And just working on the record itself, so easy. You know, she brought that record. It was just like, oh, you got a hit.
Yeah. Yo, talk about that. So what was the process with getting that record actually together? Did you guys have the beat first, or did you have the words or the concept like?
Well, the song was originally crafted in Philly. It was a writing camp. We had a couple writers work on it. One of them being my artist, Sammy Joe Jaron from U.S. Virgin Islands, myself, Anson. And yeah, we were just working on tunes. Like, we were shelling out real songs at the camp. And this one was special because I'd never really done dancehall like that. You know, I'm a soca girl. And we were like, okay, this is like a unique pocket for me. And we wanted to take this a little further, but we were like, this has a hip-hop influence, an R&B influence even. And we needed to find somebody to bring that back full circle. So we were like, who would be best on this track? And that was when this guy came in.
Okay. And what was that studio process for you to be, you know, now paired up with Nailah Blackman?
It was it was a crazy day for me in general. I was just leaving a rehearsal with Drake for the party show in Toronto. So I rehearsed once with him and I said, I gotta go.
You were like, I
gotta go. Yeah, I had to pull up on her.
Yeah.
Right? And I had to get her, and I didn't want to take too much time because she had somewhere else to be.
Yes.
So it was like, it brought me back to like 18, 19-year-old Roy, just 30-minute verses, real quick, right? And it brought that in me, it brought that animal out. But it was already such a great record. I didn't have to do too much, you know. I just had to help carry it on, right? So it was very smooth.
And as a Caribbean man as well, I mean, I think this is a natural pairing for you, somebody who already has that vibe and that background and that natural kind of, that swagger, right?
Yeah. So everything was just so cohesive, so easy, you know.
And now the video is another story. I mean,
Well, let me tell you one time, this was what you call run and gun, but because we did this song the night before and then the next day, I was like, yo, I'm doing a show tomorrow. Do you want to pull up? And he was like, sure, I'll pull up. And I was like, okay, cool. It was in the Markham Stadium.
this was at the SOS Fest, right?
At the SOS Fest, and we literally shot the music video. The music video is him pulling up to my show. That's what it is.
It's wild because I watched the video and I'm like, I know where this is. I recognize all these spots. I'm like, I feel like they're backstage somewhere I've been before. So it was Markham.
Yeah, it was.
So Markham got a big forward in this production, in this project. Okay, cool. SOS Fest. I mean, there's a lot of Toronto isms in this. You got Roy Woods, you got the SOS Fest, you're out at Markham. I mean, everyone knows you love Toronto.
Yeah, of course. It's definitely one of the places that has given me like the most support from the beginning of my career. And officially, Toronto has the largest amount of soca fans in the world. Come on, you all drive it up, so I always represent.
I mean, this is the soca capital.
It It is.
But this is not a soca song per se.
At all. It is definitely a fusion sound. I would say it's more dancehall. It's like a pop dancehall with a hip hop influence.
How do you think the soca fans are going to receive this pairing and this project?
Soca people love everything. Soca people love dancehall. They love hip hop. They love pop. They love everything. So seeing their own on it, like hearing their own on it, they'll love it too.
And I mean, do you think the man them when they see you with Nailah, they're gonna be thinking things like, what do you think? What do you think the chat's gonna be when this?
All type of chat. You see how gorgeous she looks. You understand? All type of chat, and I'm here for it.
For sure, for sure. What do you enjoy in your process, Roy? Do you enjoy the melodic process, or do you enjoy kind of like the rap process?
Honestly, it's both to me. You know, I attack it both ways. I was rapping first before I was singing, so it's just something that I've always, or at least when it comes to writing. So it's kind of hand in hand to me. You know, singing from young and then learning how to write raps first. As I am now, the artist that I am now, it's all so easy to just tap into that world.
I mean, that's the new vibe. You have to be a jack of all trades these days in the music industry.
Yeah, exactly. Whether you're an artist, producer, engineer, photographer, videographer, you got to wear a lot of hats in this game, right? You got to be more than one.
And you also have to be able to vibe with different artists. So the fact that you were able to do a track with Nailah Blackman and the track is fire. She came with the fire. But Nailah, now you're in like the pop and hip hop world now.
Yeah.
So you know you've chosen the side in Kendrick versus Drake. You know that.
Well, I mean,
You've chosen the side.
I technically, but what what I would say about though, I've always been Team 6 just naturally.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it is yeah.
6 is love.
Music, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Of course. So, can we also talk about the global growth of soca and like the Caribbean music in general? I mean, both of you wave banners for the Caribbean diaspora and the music. I mean, this actually kind of elevates that, in my opinion. When you get a hit song with two people from your respective islands of origin, and then you come together to do something brand new. I think this really elevates the Caribbean, don't
It
it?
definitely does. And let me just say that when a Guyanese and a Trini link up on anything, it is problematico, like just problems, because that pairing is just perfect.
Yeah. Is this a curry chicken or a chicken curry pairing?
It's definitely a curry chicken curry kind of mashup.
Roy?
I'm politically correct.
Yo, Roy, speak on it. Roy, speak on it.
What?
No, for real though, speak on it.
Chicken still. I got curry up my chicken still.
You see?
I got curry it up.
He's good.
But
You're good.
sometimes I
Politically
say
correct.
chicken curry. I'm like,
So, I mean, are we going to see this done live together? I mean, what's next? Are we going to do some performances? I know you're here for a show at Rebel, but I mean, are we going to get this on stage live and actually experience the chemistry? Are we going to see this live?
It would be a crime. It would be a crime if we didn't. So, you know what I mean? I think people are calling for it already.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Cool. Well, thank you for stopping by.
of course. Thank you for having us.
Big up both of you. Congratulations on a smash track. And I know we're going to get more from the both of you, right? I have a feeling that you guys got more in the cooker. I mean, are there more songs to come?
We cook, definitely. You know, we're here. This is just the beginning. You understand? So more in the future. You know, stay tuned because we're just getting started.
And are we gonna get more from like, you know, we know soca Nailah, but are we gonna get more like multi-genre, multifaceted Nailah in the future?
Well, I'm having a whole album drop for this summer called Born a Diamond. Bad, right?
Whoa!
Because you know it's bad gal only, right? So you're gonna have to listen on here. Yeah.
I'm excited for the world and the music world at large to really discover both of you, because I feel like there's a lot more to offer than people might really think. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, that's accurate.
Okay, so we have an album drop.
An album dropping, and this song is one of the first singles off of it. So yeah.
Well, you heard it here first. Big things are going on right here in Toronto. Right here in Toronto is where it happened. But we got Roy Woods and Nailah Blackman